Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is a makeup look inspired by like a turquoise or like seafoam green kind of color. I used my Inglot eyeshadows for this look that I got in New York that I was just super inspired by, so I'm using that palette I created with them today. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a little bit different than my typical look, but I wanted to get this up for you guys for the new year. So if you want to see how to get this, then just keep on watching.
Giving no time to breathe. This is our identity.
So starting off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is just going to cover up all of our veins on our eyelids and give us a really good base to work from, to where all of our shadows are really pigmented and they blend out nicely. I am going to set that with a random face powder though, just where our mattes blend out really well and they don't end up patchy. Then I'm going into this really pretty like denim shade in my little palette I created. And I'm buffing that into my crease area, and I'm slowly going to start to build that out. I want it to be most intense in my crease, and then since this is the only color we're using in our crease, I want it to be very soft. Then going into this really pretty chocolate brown color, it's a little bit deeper than what the camera could pick up there, but I am buffing this into my outer V area. The reason why I didn't put much blue in my outer V is because I don't want it to mix too much with this and mud it out. So I'm really trying to concentrate this on my lid area, and then I'll go back in and I'll buff out the very edges of that with the blue. But I want to make sure that the brown is nice and opaque so we can see the depth it has. And I'm going to go back and forth between that until I'm happy with how dark it is and how blended out it is. So jumping into my Seafoam green metallic color, I'm dampening my brush with just any face setting spray, and I'm going to pack this onto the first 3/4 of my lid area. I'm keeping the crease pretty harsh because I don't want this to get lost in the blue we have, and I want to make sure that it stays intense. And then I'm going to buff out that brown and kind of transition that into the Seafoam green on our lids, if that all made sense. And I really wish I could figure out the names of these eyeshadows, so unfortunately you're just going to have to go with the look of them because I don't have a magnet strong enough to get it out of my palette, and I have no idea what colors they are, and I'm really upset I did that to myself. So at least they're really opaque and they're really easy to tell what they are. I'm just lining my tight line and my waterline with my Milani Kohl eyeliner, and I really love this eyeliner. I find that it doesn't move at all throughout the day, which is very surprising considering my eyes get pretty watery. And then I'm going in with my Mega Liner Mega Last eyeliner from Wet n Wild. Now I don't recommend this to anybody who does like cry on a regular basis or have oily skin. This will run on you. This is not waterproof at all. It's great though if you want to get a really dramatic wing and you don't have any of those problems. It lasts really well otherwise, but if you do have any oiliness issues, I would go in with the H2O proof that they have. Then I'm going in with my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and we're jumping onto the face, and that'll be our face primer for today. And I'll come back to the eyes later, but I just want to make sure we get a good foundation base on and blend out all the blues afterwards. Then I'm going into my MAC Face and Body Foundation, and this one is in the color C1. Now I usually use I think N4, which is the lightest color they have in the neutral side, and since it is winter I have gotten paler, so the C1 is slightly paler and it's almost exactly the same tone as my skin, so it helps buff out any redness or imperfections I have. It still leaves all my freckles and gives me a really pretty dewy finish, so I highly recommend that. Then I'm going into my all covered concealer from Inglot, and this is in the shade I think 11 or 111, and it's the lightest one that they have, and I'm highlighting and concealing my under eyes, my chin, and my nose. I have a lot of acne breakout on my nose, or on my chin, so that helps cover all of that, and it also kind of doubles as a highlight for me. Then I'm setting all of my concealed areas with my Ben Nye Colorless Luxury Powder, just to make sure all of that stays in place and does not crease, because we don't need our makeup going everywhere. And I just like to use a dry sponge for this. You can use whatever brand. I just feel like it picks up the product best and it doesn't absorb it. And then I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I'm taking the bronzing shade in the palette and I'm just going to start chiseling out my cheekbone area and really buffing that out. I want the face to be pretty dramatic, since we do have a dramatic just look going on in general. And then I'm bronzing up like my cheekbone area, and then I am going in with my contour, and I am just chiseling out my cheekbones even further. I am going to do my nose a little bit, and we're just kind of concentrating on that general area. And I did bronze my jawline and my forehead. I think I just accidentally cut that footage because, sorry guys, it's not in there, but I did do that. And then I'm going into my Pacifica blush palette, and I'm mixing the two that they are in there, and I'm going to buff that onto my cheeks. I like these a lot because I feel like they've got a very natural finish. They're not super pink, but they do give a little bit of bronzing to the skin, and then I like to buff over top of that with my foundation brush so it looks really natural. Then I'm going into my highlighter, I believe in the color 06. I'll put it in the description box for you guys. It's from Inglot. It's a loose powder highlighter, and it is freaking amazing. I've used it like every day since I've gotten it. Like, look at that strobe light. Oh, so pretty. And I use it on my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and the hollows of, or not the hollows of my cheeks, my cheekbones, because I want to be dewy. Oh yeah, and I did do my eyebrows too. Kind of forgot about that. And then I'm going to my lower lash line, and I'm taking that chocolate brown that we had before, and I'm buffing that into like the outer three corners of my lash line area, and keeping it really dark by where it meets the eyeliner. And then I'm taking that blue shadow on a brush, and I'm just buffing out those very edges, just where there's a really pretty transition, but make sure not to get this too far into the brown because it will affect the fade of everything. Then I'm popping our Seafoam green into my inner corner area and that last inner corner, or last quarter of my lower lash line, just where it all ties in together. And then I'm popping my face highlighter in my tear duct just to get everything to reflect really well and really brighten up our eyes and complement everything else we've got going on. Then I'm going to give a good coat of mascara to my lower eyelashes, and this is my Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara. Then I'm going into the color Crucifix from Kat Von D for my lipstick today. It is a beautiful brown color, so if you guys are looking for a really pretty brown that's not drying, I love her lipsticks. I actually like them way more than her liquid lipsticks. I feel like the color opacity is great on them. I don't have them going all over my face. I don't even need a lip liner. I just conceal the outer corners with some concealer, and I'm good to go. And they are very comfortable, so they're great for the winter, especially if your lips get dry. And then I'm going to go in and set my face with my Mario Badescu Rose Water just to make sure everything stays in place and doesn't move on me. And that is it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I absolutely love how this turned out. So let me know in the comments down below what else you guys want to see me create. I feel like this matches really well with my hair. Like, if I was a mermaid, this would be the makeup I would have. Just a little side note. But anyways, yeah, let me know down below what your New Year's resolutions are, or goals, or things you want to achieve in 2019, and also what you guys want to see from me and my channel. Make sure you check out my previous tutorial and follow me on all my social media. All the names and links are in the description box for you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!